Hey guys, Manny back here on the CascadeScents fragrance station with another review, and this one is on Pie by Givenchy. Now I'm going to preface this video by saying that this thing was a gift from a 2011 box set, but I think it's still super relevant for me to review in case you feel like picking this thing up on FragranceNet or in store somewhere, because you'll get a product more comparable to this rather than the OG formulation that some people stand and live by. Now I haven't gotten my nose on that formulation, so I can't be making comparisons, so all this review are my empirical findings on this classic vanilla scent, which actually surprised me pleasantly after I started to deeply scrutinize it. That, and I was surprised by its feedback as well. Now I'll get to all of that in a bit, but first things first, let's take a closer look at this thing in my first rating, and that is for presentation. To a fragrance layman, this bottle may be one of the best designs they might ever see. It just screams designer opulence to me. From the clear and gold color combination to the glass design, it just looks really cool overall. That being said, it doesn't feel as expensive as it looks, at least the top. Now while the sprayer is a very good one as far as range and coverage, this plastic right here definitely feels cheap. Like, this is supposed to be secure and it's not even taking a lot for me to do that, so I'll let that speak for itself. Anyway, at least this thing's cool, right? I don't know, I think I'd still prefer a magnetic or snap-on cap system of some sort. Still though, this designer level bottle in total is still iconic enough in my eyes to give it a decent enough rating, so Pie gets a 4 out of 5 for its presentation. Moving on to scent, honestly, I never critically tried to think of what's in this note-wise until when I recently decided that I am to review this. The primary reason is that what I could smell project off of me was solely the vanilla in the base of the scent. But as I thought critically about this scent, it's actually kinda deep and somewhat takes you on a journey. It definitely opens up fairly fresh and aromatic, kinda reminiscent to me of Midnight in Paris minus the leather. Minutes in, you have that benzoin and tonka bean in the base that really come to the foreground, led by that almond. While this is pleasant, it kind of feels incomplete, but thankfully around the 30-minute mark that vanilla really becomes the life of the party in the dry down, and from here the scent stops evolving. But that's fine with me because whatever is here is actually really nice. It's a crowd-pleasing light vanilla scent that some people are to fall in love with, or at the very least think that it's alright. I'm not the biggest gourmand fan, however, so the overall scent really doesn't scream anything noteworthy to me, but I like it enough to give it a 4 out of 5. Next category is for compliments. Now if I am remotely around a number of women, typically I'll get at least a couple of looks, and there's honestly at least one girl who will totally fall in love with this stuff. So it's definitely a crowd pleaser, but I'm not remotely getting the sheer level of compliments like I did with Dior Sauvage or Dolce & Gabbana's The One. So I think another 4 out of 5 here is only fair. Next rating is for versatility, and this stuff fills the void for a lot of occasions in the colder weather. This stuff is great for fall and winter casual use, a night out, a date night, or even for work because the scent doesn't really scream. Now I think I'd rather rock something a little bit more opulent for formal occasions though myself because I have access to such scents, but this easygoing vanilla will get the job done for those occasions too. That being said, despite being so light, this stuff is still too sweet for any use during the hotter weather for me. Also to note, ladies, do not be afraid to reach for this one too. On a woman, this stuff smells sweet and alluring, while on a guy who it's solely advertised for, it comes off as warm and welcoming. So because of that surprise unisex factor, and because its no composition works for any time during the colder weather, I still think a 5 out of 5 rating for versatility is in order. The last category is for performance, and here's where this 2011 bottle lets me down. It's more like what performance. I get on average 3 to 4 hours of total longevity here. I'm not joking, and I think the most I've ever got was 5 hours, and that was on a mild winter day with no winds or snow whatsoever. Again, the smell is the embodiment of a sweet winter fragrance, but it's annoying when winter fragrances cannot perform under winter conditions. This will also leave an okay scent trail and project for no further than an arm's length here, and for no longer than an hour total, and that's spraying rather generously. We're talking one spray in my hair, one on the left and right side of my neck, one on my shirt, and one on each wrist. So honestly guys, unless you are in a totally temperature controlled area and have minimal reason to go outside, you may just want to reserve this one for the least harsh winter days or just fall. So with way below average longevity, sillage, and projection for a winter fragrance, Pie by Givenchy gets a 2 out of 5. So that's it for the ratings. In total, Pi gets a score of 19 of 25 stars for a 76 out of 100 rating. Sure, it smells great and is actually inexpensive, but its performance is such a hindrance that I cannot recommend it to you unless you're really a vanilla lover. So if I could describe this fragrance in one sentence, it's a sweet disappointment. For me, that is. Maybe it's my skin's chemistry, who knows, but you should at least sample this great scent yourself, because if it performs on you really well and can last you your entire workday or night out without struggle, then it should be worth having in your collection. And there it is, guys. That about does it for my review on this Pi by Givenchy. If you guys like this video, please leave me a thumbs up. If you guys have anything to say as well, I'd like to hear it in the comment section below. Please leave me what your thoughts are on this fragrance and what you guys think of my new format. I'm just trying to try something new, something shorter than what I've been doing in the past, but still as concise. I think that's it. Please subscribe if you haven't yet as well for more great fragrance content. And hopefully I see you next time. Take care, guys. Bye.